So Second Sight Spirits is a self-funded, handcrafted distillery built by myself and my best friend Rick. We've been best friends since our freshman year of high school, and then through a couple twists of fate, we ended up in Las Vegas working for Cirque du Soleil for about 6 years. We built 2 major shows. So we ended up coming home after discovering the Las Vegas distillery. We kind of learned the distilling process there. So it's one of those things like, hey Rick, we should build a still. He's like, and then 2 weeks later, it's like, okay, if we just use like submersion and we don't have any open flame sources, we're not generating any pressure, should be fine. I'm like, right on. We knew that we didn't have the 100+ years of heritage. It's like our friends down south. So we decided to look to the future instead of the past, and that's what Second Sight means, is having visions of the future. So we talked to the fire chief and we talked to the planning commission, and then we started. We filed our federal permit, and then 2 months later was the very first, not the very first government shutdown, but the shutdown of 13. And so that whole time you're just paying rents and expenses, and you're not allowed to generate any revenue. We'd have to go home to our very lovely patient spouses every night, like, what'd you do with all our cash? It's like, But we made it, you know, and we're proud of the work we're doing. Again, we've earned every drop, and not everybody can say that. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just a different business model. But we physically have touched every drop that's come out of this place. We're one of only maybe 2 or 3 in the state with an actual hand-built still. Came up with the design and then started shopping for parts. So we got the stainless steel pot off Craigslist. We got the globe is actually a streetlight replacement part. And then we got the copper from a coppersmith in Bucyrus, Ohio that's been around pre-Civil War. I think it makes it more accessible. I think bourbon for a lot of people is magic right now. And I think we can show them not only the magic trick, but make it accessible to them. Like, oh yeah, I could also go to Craigslist and get a bunch of parts. Not saying that you should, but I think it increases the accessibility level because, you know, a lot of places are multi-million-dollar facilities. When you come in, you can actually you'll have to talk to the owners. You really don't have a choice, which again makes it more accessible, and you can see more of the passion behind it, you know, instead of somebody that's hired, because we have to live it.